All right, I'm making this video to show you how to remove a stuck or swollen battery from your camera, whether it be a Sony like this A6300 that I've got here or some other brand. It's very common with these types of cameras to have a replaceable battery because if you are in the middle of a photo shoot and you need to swap batteries, it doesn't stop the workflow. You don't have to wait a few hours for it to charge. So you just pop it out. This is the OEM Sony battery. It is very easy to pop out. But I just spent the last 5 or 6 hours trying to get a aftermarket battery out of my camera. And I wasn't able to find a lot of good tutorials or videos to show me how to do that. So once I figured out a solution, I figured I'd film one and show it to you. This is the battery that was stuck, and you can visibly see that it's swollen, especially compared to the OEM Sony battery, which is, just flat on both sides. This one has kind of a curve to it, and even just putting it into the camera, which I'll demonstrate, it doesn't want to go in smoothly. So the best way to prevent this is to just pay attention when you're putting a battery in. Don't buy an aftermarket battery on Amazon thinking it's going to save you, any money, because ultimately this could ruin a photo shoot or whatever project you got going on that day. This took me a little bit of time to get out and really wrecked part of my day, unfortunately. So it's not going in very smoothly. I'm not going to put it all the way back in for the sake of my sanity, but basically what was happening is no matter what I did, lifting this purple lever, the battery did not move. It did not want to come out. Smacking the camera did nothing. What I went and ultimately did was find some double-sided 3M tape, which you can get at any hardware store. You just cut it to length and peel the red plastic off. So that's here. I just cut a little square and put it on the underside of the battery. And then while I did that, I stuck a object with a large surface area, like a golf tee, to it. I tried a chopstick, didn't really work, but the golf tee worked well. Ultimately, that's what solved it. And you don't want to be sticking in like a knife or tweezers or anything down there to kind of like scoop the battery out. There's just not enough area to do that, and you can risk puncturing the battery or damaging or breaking like the door. This is ultimately what you want to do. Even smacking the camera and trying to get the battery out, which sometimes works, is not recommended. I would recommend, if you can do this, to just do this. So I held the purple spring and yanked on the golf tee, and it worked, and I got the battery out. And I will be disposing of this battery and all of the other aftermarket batteries that came with this camera, because I got this on eBay used, thinking I was getting a good deal. Came with all these aftermarket batteries and accessories. And ultimately, this is literally the first battery I stuck in the camera. So as soon as I went to turn the camera on, after throwing the battery in, one, it didn't even hold a charge. It's completely dead. And two, it's swollen. So it's just not worth it. Just don't buy the aftermarket stuff. The Sony OEM battery is the way to go. And I know it's a little bit more money usually, but it's just not worth going through this, especially if you're trying to get something done. It's just so much easier to live with a battery like that. So with that, hopefully that helped you guys. I'll see you in the next one.